Hi, it's Jan here from New One Way. Today I am a little touched by God in ways that only can be described as a recognition. And the recognition came as I found one of my very, very old writings from 2015-16, which is called God Is. And at that time, I had got a calling or a channeling in January of 2016 to start to share in my own name in Facebook what I would be channeled. And I was not supposed to change the channel or change the text of the channel, but just share it as it was. And that went on actually for 2016 to 2018. In that time, it was mostly about God, relationship to God, ways to connect to God, and also to write about what is God. And this text that I found was actually one of my first ones, and somehow today it touched me specifically and more powerfully than maybe so many other days, as I have this feeling that God is much, much, much closer to me now, or I am much closer to God now than I was at the time. Maybe some of you understand that feeling that when you start writing something, often it's the mind that actually is controlling what you're writing. And today, when I saw the text, it was not the mind that got touched. It was deep, deep, deep heartfelt. And that is what I want you to experience, because those experiences, as you probably also have some of those, is life-giving in a way. And in so many ways, my life has changed since 2014 when I got married to my wife, Alice. And we are living in West Java after I had been visiting Bali for some time and back to Denmark. And then suddenly she shows up in my Facebook messages, and we start talking. And our talk was just divine in a way that I had never experienced before, not even in my own thinking. And we clarified so many things that had been hurtful in our past lives. And we ended up then getting married in 2014 when I came out here again, and have been married ever since. And the fact that I'm mentioning this now is actually that she was probably the one that opened me mostly to the knowledge and the experience of God in the heart. And that was because that she had actually been going through things in her life where she basically, since she was a child, had questioned a lot of things. Why do we do that? When we are praying, why do we do that? I mean, you putting the why into everything that the family probably had done for decades, and that helped her to, I would say, become not maybe more spiritual, but in a more logical, but also a more heartful way to actually be able to express things in a different way than most were just following their Bibles or their Quran or whatever is used in Hinduism and so on. And it's like the fact that she knew all that And the fact that I knew nothing was extremely helpful for me to start to dig into things that I had not found in the readings and in the books that I have been exploring. And so today is actually, and I will send the description in below this movie of God is, or what is God. And I hope that you will have a good experience by reading it, and just read it as many times as you can, because there is a reason that God was choosing me for this in 2016 and now choosing me again in now we are writing 2025. Somehow there is certain things that has not been shared enough or spread enough or guided enough or loved enough from my side, and I take that challenge on, because I mean, I have experienced so many things after being chosen or found God that I wish I had experienced that when I was 20. That had probably changed my life a lot. Not to say that I had a bad life at all, but the fact that we have something to believe in that is higher than ourselves, even higher than our higher self, has helped me the last, I would say the last 15 years so much to become more true and more honest to myself in this life. And I hope that will be something that some of you at least can find peace in, because that gives a deep inner peace that we all need. There is so much going on in our world, and we definitely need the inner peace instead of letting ourselves drag into everything that everyone is saying. Whether it's true or not, doesn't really matter. That was what I wanted to share today, and this is Jan from the channel New One Way. Thank you.